All right, thank you for joining me for this part of the course. This is lesson 3, how to raise 200,000 or more to start this business. So I've told you earlier, I'm going to be showing you how to raise money to start this business. Raising too much money will hurt your business, and raising too little money will hurt your business. I've explained that earlier. So what surprises me is that people will give you money. In fact, they will give you money any amount you need when they know they can make a lot of money from you. So when I started this business, I started with little money. So the first, as I've said earlier, I got my first POS from someone, and he used to credit me the second day, the next day. That is, if I transact on Monday, he will credit me on Tuesday, which means my money is stuck and I need extra money. So the way I did it was, at first I was calling my mom to get extra cash, and she's a businesswoman too. Whenever she needs the money, she call, hey, Tokwe, send my money back. So I need a sustainable way to do it. So what I did is I approached one of my neighbor who has also been seeing me, seeing customers coming without me having cash to to service those customers. And I told her that okay, this is a very profitable business, and I need someone to invest in this business. So then she invested 100,000 naira with me, which she got from her husband, and we started doing the sharing formula. After that, I raised money from other friends, other family and friends. And today, you can also do that. You can also raise money from your family and friends. You can raise money from friends of friends. You can make raise money from schoolmates. So after raising money from family and friends, I went on to raise a lot of money from schoolmates. And I can tell you that I've raised more than 10 million naira. But for you, we'll be starting with just 200,000 naira. Listen again, don't raise too much money to start this business. Just raise enough, and when you need more, you can raise more. Because take for example, if you raise 2 million or 3 million for a business you need 200,000 for, that means almost all your profits and even more, you'll be giving it to investor as profit every month. So the sharing percentage, I know I used them. So I did a mistake when I was starting. I The mistake I did, I'm going to explain later. So now for the sharing percentage you'll be using is the amount of contribution somebody brings, and over the total number of capital you use to run the business. Let's say an investor brought 50,000 naira, and you use 200,000 to run your business for that month. That means the investor will be getting 25% of all the profits you make. And this formula, I'm not forcing you to use this formula, I'm just showing you what I use. So like you can devise your own formula to do this, to say okay, I'm not ready to give investor so amount, I'm ready to give them 10%, 1% alone, 2% alone. But the higher the percentage you are giving them, the more likely they will invest with you. So now let's say person invests 50,000 and you use 200,000 to run your business. At least the total capital you use to run the business is 200,000. That means you'll be giving them 25%. But what this 25%, what I would advise is that the mistake I did with them was that it was the total profit I was given is 25% of the total profit. Let's say my business make 200,000 that month. That means the person will be getting 25% of the total profit. That's about 50,000. So which is not okay. So what I later did was, okay, let's say my business make 200,000 in profit. That's in profit at the end of the month, after removing bank charges, after removing transport, employee salary or anything like that. So after removing everything, data cost, everything. So the remaining money is what I call profit here. Take note. So let's say I make 200,000 after removing all those things. I now what I did was that okay, I will now divide it to two. That means 50% for me and 50% for the other investors that invest. So now let's say somebody now brings 50,000 for the business. That means he will be getting 25% of the remaining 100,000 that I separated for investor. My own 100,000, you know, feature touch am. So because as an entrepreneur, you need something that will be motivating you so that you won't give all your profits as percentage to investors. That's why I said raising too much money is very dangerous, because if you raise too much money, even you are earning 200,000, a lot of it will go back to investors. And your aim when you raise money is to be looking for ways to replace this investor money, is to be doing some things, to be using your own profit to be settling investor, to have a separate savings account that you'll be saving your money, and any extra money that comes in during that time you save it, so that later on you'll be able to pay all this investor, so you'll be able to pay them. So raising money from investors, and you have to be very very careful. You have to be careful with people's money. You don't spend people's money on anyhow, because the way you handle anything is the way you handle everything. So if you handle this well, a lot of people will refer their friends to you. They will say you are trustworthy. So you have to have a record book. You are recording every penny you collect from investor. You have to have a record book to be recording everything. You need to record, like, this Mr. A give me this amount on this date, Mr. B give me this amount. Then the other thing I did was, I said, okay, if you need your money back, you have to give me 1 month's notice. That means if you need your money today, you can't get it today. I told the investors, if you need your money, you have to tell me like a month before that time, so that I'll be able to prepare. Because if everybody say, oh, I need my money, I need my money, and the business collapses, so you have to put that clause there. So because you have to let them know before they invest that this is how it runs. So that's how to raise money to start your own POS business. And thank you. I'll be seeing you in the next lesson. Thank you very much.